Hello and welcome, my fellow followers of Chaos, to another episode in Total War Campaign Focus, the series where I play the first few years of a Total War campaign and show you what to expect and then deliver my opinions on the campaign. So today, as requested by... let me check real quick. As requested by Viper94, we are showing off the Alamans, literally meaning all men in whatever language, this old Germanic language. That's what I got from the little intro clip thing from when I played this when the game came out. The spirited successors of the Swaby. Apparently, that's cool. But yeah, anyway, your faction leader, we're getting off track a little bit. Your faction leader is Macrian. That's this guy, Mr. King here, with this nice little gold or whatever crown. Your Germanic pagans, just like every other Barbarian Kingdom. There's a little bit of a story and some info about them. They have the cultural trait New Kingdoms, just like the other Barbarian Kingdoms, and that is a building conversion rate is minus 50%. So that's pretty good. It's pretty useful for conquering lands and such, because of course everything here is going to be a different culture than you, so you're going to be converting everything. And their unique faction trait is Germanic Unity. When the king speaks, people listen. So you have Royal Splendor plus 50% to General's radius of influence, which is quite nice, and plus 15 melee attack versus Romans. So that's going to be devastating fighting these Western Roman armies. That even your cheapest units will have a plus 15 melee attack against the enemies. So 395 is the start year, like always. Initial challenge is hard. That's because you start off right next to where most of the Western Roman armies are, and they can quickly get them towards you if you declare war on them. If we look at their victory conditions, you need to survive until 425, control 30 settlements either by direct ownership or through tributary states and military allies, maintain control of the following two provinces, Germania, Radia, and Noricum, loot or sack 2 different settlements, research 10 technologies, earn the following income, 5,000 from raiding, and maintain 60 units in total. So there you have a raiding victory conditions. So that's pretty interesting. But without further ado, guys, let's get right into this campaign. So welcome everybody to the Alamans campaign. If you take a quick look at the screen, you can see you start off with 2 armies. First, being led by your king. You have 13 units. Your general unit is Germanic Nobles, just like pretty much every other German faction. You start off with them as your general. You then progress to Bejeweled Nobles eventually, I'm pretty sure. Scavenger Mob, which are a unique unit, I believe, to the Alamans. They're actually quite decent for being such a light spear infantry. They have a decent melee attack and melee damage. It's comparable to the Germanic Band, which are an axe unit, so that's pretty nice. And they have a melee defense of 55. So these guys are pretty good at defending. Of course, if they get shot, they're not going to be doing too well, because they have 8 armor, which is basically non-existent. But yeah, I mean, what else do you want to expect from first tier spear units? Then you got, as I said, Germanic Band, Germanic Bows, Germanic Brigands, and Mounted Warband. All these are generic units, except for the Scavenger Mob. Then in your second army, you have the same thing, Germanic Nobles, 3 units of Scavenger Mob, and then another unique unit, the Bejeweled Nobles, which are your a tier 2 very heavy melee infantry. And as you can see, they have a radius of influence that boosts friendly morale. They have excellent armor of 67, much better than 8, and they have a good missile block chance because they have that big shield. They are actually no, I don't think they don't have a big shield. It's bigger than the Germanic Noble shield, I guess, because they have a better chance, but still. And then you have 2 Germanic bows, which we've seen before. If we look in Uberzus, your starting region and capital, we see that you start off with a level 1 city burg, or a burg, level 1 city, whatever. A gem deposit, which is quite nice. If you upgrade that to a gem cutter, you get Bejeweled Nobles right off the bat, which is quite nice because they are a nice unit to have. Then you have a meeting hall, which if you do some research, you can quickly get some better units. And pastures, which are just getting some food. But I will recommend that you convert it to a fields, because you'll get 62 food rather than just 38 or even 58. So I'm going to do that right away. I'm going to convert that so we get more food. That'll help us in our conquest of the Roman lands. Now, if we look at diplomacy, you can see that basically all the Germans like you. And that's how this campaign's gonna go. Like, I mean, you can just get a trade agreement. Hi, well, guess what? Give me some money. Oh. Okay, we'll just go for the trade agreement. But still, all the Germans are gonna like you. Some hordes probably will declare war on you. And of course, you'll go to war with the Western Romans. That's obvious. You start off military allied, military, whatever, with the Swabians, which is cool. And you have a non-aggression pact with the Franks. So yeah, guys. And then, of course, their tech tree is the exact same as all the German and Norse tech trees. It's just, you know, the units are different depending on what they have. And as you can see, if you get to this, your Germanic Nobles can actually be changed at this. So you'll have Bejeweled Retinue. That'll be your General's unit, which is quite nice. But, yeah, guys, I'm going to... Actually, no, we still need to look at the family tree. There we go. So as you can see, Macrian has 2 brothers. One is your heir. The other being just your other general is your brother. You have other kings, apparently. That's interesting. You are the king of kings. High king. There you go. And then you have 3 candidates. Well, that's interesting that these are other kings and not just nobles or something. But as you can see, that's that. No one starts off really hating you. Your heir and brother isn't a fan of you, apparently. But that's no big deal. And unlike the base factions in the game, these guys and the Langobards and the... what's the third one? Oh, we can't see them right now. Also, I forgot to mention, you start off at war with the Vandals. They're in this area, close to you. But yeah, I also forgot to mention that they have a unique quest line that the other Germanic factions that came in the base game do not have, and that is the Lay of Yabor. And that is, you craft your own story about Yabor, and he can either become a great governor or a great general, depending on your choices throughout like 3 or 4 turns, I believe. So I'll try to show you guys that. But yeah, guys, we're going to get further into this campaign, and I'll see you then. So, welcome everybody. I'm a few turns into the campaign, and I'm currently besieging one of the border Roman towns. So I just wanted to show you guys what some of these units look like, the unique ones, that is. So here's a unit of scavenger mob. These are the very light spear infantry we've seen from the beginning, and as you can see, they live up to that description. They don't have any armor. They're just your generic beginning levy kind of unit. But you can really see the wealth of the Alamans really like showing through. Even on their cheapest unit, they're still equipped. They have shields, helmets, good quality looking spears, unlike some of the other levy units in the beginning. But yeah, that's them. Then we also have these Bejeweled Nobles. Now, these are a cool unit. They look kind of like just fancy Germanic nobles. Like if I was to look at the King's unit, like they look pretty similar. It's just that these guys have a lot more, their scale mail is, what would that be, bronze? I don't know. But either way, like they're just more fancy looking. They have better armor, I believe. Let's actually compare the 2 units. So, Germanic Nobles, armor 38. Yeah, these guys are way better armored. More melee defense, more armor. They're just a better unit. So, hope it'll be nice to get some Bejeweled Retinue for the general. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and fight this battle, and we'll see you in a bit when we get further into this. So, guys, we finally started the Lay of Yabor. As you can see, in your splendid courts, a young warrior Yabor grows restless. His heart yearns for the wilds, teeming with the great trials that earn a man repute, and he beseeches your permission to leave. Though his departure pains you, you know that he will return all the stronger, shaped by the choices he makes in his wanderings. What parting gift do you bestow, a fine sword or a brooch? So, this would be to make him a general. This would to make him a statesman / governor. So, I'm gonna go with the general part. But yeah, that's the beginning of that. So let's see if we can find some more. And also, I got besieged by the Western Romans. Don't mind that. I'll see you guys later. So part 2 of the Lay of Yabor. Sword as hip, Yabor strides into the lush forest with an air of youthful invincibility. Before too long, his progress is arrested by the cries of men and the clash of steel. Bandits are hacking their way through a crowd of travelers. Through the dust and blood, he spots a famous poet attempting to shield a priestess of Godin. Who does he save? Words can turn a man's head and pierce his heart. Godin will see he is repaid. We'll save the priestess. So that's part 2. And I'll see you in part 3. So, here is another part in the Lay of Yabor. In saving the priestess's life and slaying the bandits, Yabor proved himself to be a manifestation of Godin, the god who holds life and death in one mighty palm. The priestess considers it her sacred duty to guide Yabor and enhance his destructive and healing powers by mystical means. However, unlike Godin, Yabor must choose just one path to tread. Which will it be? Let's go destruction, because that's always cool. See you in a little bit. So, as you can see, we have finished the Wrath of Godin for... or well, we've made Yabor the Wrath of Godin, so we've made him a general. Yabor has returned. He lays the sword you gave him at your feet with blood-stained hand, and meets your eye with a burning gaze. Even the greatest poet falls silent when it comes to Yabor's prowess in battle. Armor is sliced from pearls as if it were dead skin, and every stroke is delivered with uncanny accuracy, guided by Godin's hand. So now we have a new general. Oh, we had to make that guy loyal. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in a little bit again. Actually, no, you know what? I'll show you, where he is. There he is. Yabor. For some reason his trait is dignitary. That kind of sucks. But, he has more authority, lots of extra attack because of Godin's blade. And yeah, he's just all around a new good general. So yeah, anyway guys, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay everybody, so welcome to the year 400 in the Alamans campaign. As you can see, I didn't get a lot done. I managed to capture three settlements, and I liberated this one here, just for a buffer from the Romans, because the reason they have a hard start is you literally start right where most of the Roman strength actually is. I had a battle with my liberated faction here that involved 4 Roman stacks. They had half a stack, and I had my 2 armies, so that was these guys and them. So that was a big battle right here, so that was actually pretty interesting. But yeah, as you can see, I started here. I went down here first, took that, and liberated it. Then I just worked my way down, pretty much. I sacked this place, and then I came down and sacked and raised this one, just for, just to get some stuff done. But, yeah, it's definitely a grind against the Romans, but once you break their forces, I mean, like, what strength are they now? They're still considered number 1, but I mean, like, they probably have, like a couple stacks, of course, through their empire somewhere. But we crushed 4 armies here, so their strength in this area is severely weakened. I could easily take my 2 armies and probably get down to here without having to fight another big battle, I would imagine. But of course, it's not very easy to do that because of how expensive it is to convert everything. Oh, does it actually get cheaper every turn? Usually I have enough money to convert it as soon as I can, so I actually didn't notice that. But anyway, yeah. So, onto my verdict, I guess. Do I recommend these guys? Definitely. Out of the Germanic factions, they actually have quite a few different units starting off. These Alaman, well, now they're scavengers, but the scavenger mob were quite nice. And of course, having these Bejeweled Nobles so early in the campaign were very nice as well. Their position is nice. You don't have to. The one problem I had with the Langobards when I played my campaign as them is I had to work through the other German factions to get to Rome. But with these guys, you are like right on the border, so you can get fighting as soon as you want, which is quite handy. And yeah, so would I recommend them? Yes. If you really want a more rich German faction, this is definitely one of them, because every time I was capturing a settlement, my income was boosting up by like quite a few hundred. But just to show off and get some stuff done, I bought a bunch of units, so my income went down quite a bit. But yeah, guys, this has been the Alamans campaign. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please be sure to leave down below what faction or culture you'd like to see next. This has been Overkill as always, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.